Now, while the International Court of Justice probes South Africa's genocide case against Israel, the Hague-based criminal court has now confirmed that it is also probing the targeted killing of journalists in the ongoing Israel-Gaza war. The ICC will be hearing the case based on complaints filed by the media advocacy group Reporters Without Borders in November last year. The NGO has made allegations of war crimes over the targeted killing of journalists who were covering the war. Well, it is important to note here that the ICC has jurisdiction over individuals and states accused of the crime of genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and the crime of aggression. Meanwhile, the International Court of Justice acts as a world court. It decides in accordance with international law disputes of a legal nature that are submitted to it by the states. According to the American group Committee to Protect Journalists, at least 79 journalists and media professionals have been killed so far in targeted airstrikes, that is, since the war broke out 3 months ago. Most of them are Palestinians. And amid all the alleged incidents of war crimes against journalists, 2 cases in particular made headlines since October 7. The first such an incident that came under the spotlight was the death of Reuters journalist Issam Abdallah. Abdallah was a Lebanese citizen who was killed by an Israeli strike on October 13th near the Israel-Lebanon border. 6 other reporters were also injured in the strike. And the second incident took place this past Sunday, when an Israeli strike in Gaza's Khan Yunis killed the eldest son of Al Jazeera's Gaza bureau chief, Wael Dahdouh. 27-year-old Hamza al-Dahdouh was also a journalist. He is also a journalist who has been covering the war and cameraman for Al Jazeera. In the same incident, freelance journalist Mustafa Thuria was also killed, and a third journalist, Hazim Rajab, was injured. Now, after the latest deaths, the UN's Rights Office, it has said, and I'm quoting here, it is very concerned by the high death toll of media workers in Gaza.